So I leave this on. The next part, we want to have the publishing scenario. Click on create a new scenario. You'll find a link below this video to download the blueprint of this automation that we need now. You click on import blueprint. I select the file, it's called publisher. Click save. And there you have it. Now we go through a similar process. First we need to add a webhook. Then we need to copy the webhook address. We go back to our Google Sheet. We go back to AppScript. Now we need to place the webhook also there, because the webhook gets the information from our social media post that was generated, the image and the text, and it sends them to those different social media platforms. So scroll down. We already have this webhook, and there is another webhook here. Now let's just search, find it. A webhook. There's the next one. Okay, it's here. Insert make webhook publisher. Put it in here. Click on save. And that's all you have to do in the Google Sheet. Let's go back to automation. We can run it once. So our automation has some data here, but to do this, I go here, I click on unlink, and then I click on run once. And what I then do, I go here, and I don't even need to select the platform. I just click on anything here, publish, and then it should find the information. And you can see it gets me the post text, and normally it also sends the platforms that I have specified, but since I haven't entered any, it has no information, but that's okay. It has the variables, and that's what matters. Now I can connect it again. And here, what I need to set up is the Google Sheet modules, but this basically, the only thing this does is it saves the publishing time. And what you need to do, if you don't already have done it, you need to connect to your social media accounts. So I'm going through this, but obviously you only need to connect those accounts that you really need. So if I wanted to publish to all of these platforms, I just would set up all of them. So you need to, if you don't already have a LinkedIn connection, for example, you need to click on add, and then you go here, you click on save, and then you will be prompted to sign up to your LinkedIn account. And then once this is connected, then normally you don't have to do anything, so because these placeholders are already there, but I just want to tell you what happens. It gets the file, it gets the image, right? Here it sends the Google Drive image URL, and this basically converts the image URL into a file, and then this basically can get the file directly and use it in the post. And here is the post text, which gets from the webhook. And here the visibility is set to public so anyone can view it. Now for Instagram, it's similar, and okay, there is no tutorial, but in Instagram it's basically, if you don't have no connection, you need to click on add, and you need to click on create a new connection, and when you will be prompted in to sign up. And here what's important for Instagram account, that you need to have a Facebook page. Yes, a Facebook page, not Instagram page. You need to have a Facebook page you are an administrator of, and that needs to be connected to your Instagram account. If you have never done it, I will show you how it works in a few seconds. So this is very easy. For example, you go to your Facebook page, then you go to settings. No, this is not German, but you find it in the same spots. Then you go to connected accounts, and there you see I've already connected my Instagram account. And here, if you don't already have done it, you need to connect your Instagram account here. And then once you've done that, you can then select it from a drop down here, and then you can add a connection, sign in, and then it should work. And it does the same thing. It gets the image URL, but here it can get the URL, and here's the captions. And the other modules work the same. So here in Facebook, add your Facebook account, select the Facebook page you want it to be published on. These should already be filled in, the image and the post text. Now in Twitter, it's a little bit different, because first we have a module from OpenAI that, because Twitter has a character limit. And as you can see, these posts are fairly long, social media posts. And here I want to make sure that the post is basically trimmed down to stay within the character limit, which is like 200 characters. And this is what this module does. And then we have two Twitter modules, as you can see. One is for uploading the image to Twitter, and the other is for generating the post then. And to set those models up, you also need to click on add account. Oh no, here you need to, a moment, it was too fast. And if you don't already have a Twitter account, you need to go and show advanced setting, and you get your API and API secret. And for that, I've recorded a tutorial for you where where I teach you how to set up a Twitter developer account, because then you can find the information and also show you where to find the API key in your Twitter developer account. And once you've done this, then you do something similar here, which is client ID and client secret again. That's covered in the same video. And once you've added your account here, so this is already, I've already done this, then the last thing we need to do is to set up the Google Sheet modules here. And to do this, I need the Sheet ID again, because this is basically it. All it does, it saves the publishing time next to my Google Sheet. Now it doesn't have the publishing time code here, so I need to go back to my automation. I've linked it up below this video, which is this code that we need here. This is what you need, and you find it below this video already. So I've already added this, and then you need to add it here and click on save. Now I don't need to do this for the other modules, because I mean, here's the thing. You only need one Google Sheet module, and it should be in the first. So for example, because here's how it works. The LinkedIn post is published, and then Google Sheet saves the publishing date here, publishing time. So it saves it here, as you will see. We will do a test in a few seconds. And then you know the post has been published. And then it runs through the other platforms, but it publishes it more or less at the same time, so you don't need more Google Sheet modules like this. So only need to add it to one of your branches, and that's it. And that's okay. So now it's set up. Now we click on run immediately, start arrives, and there's also, as you can see, there's some filters set up. There's already predefined, and these basically make sure you only publish to the platforms you select. For example, I'll now go to my sheet here, and now let's unselect this again. So I've already generated like 3 posts. Now I can make a few adjustments and so on, and then I can publish them to platforms I want or that I've set up. So at the moment I've set up LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So I could publish to all of these. If I type in LinkedIn, make sure the spelling is correct, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then I could click publish, and then it will publish to all of these. Or I could just be like, okay, it should only publish to Instagram, or only to Instagram, and then let's make only Facebook and Twitter, for example. Okay, let's keep Instagram, because I think many are publishing to Instagram. Let's make it Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And then I click on publish, and then the automation should now run. It switched on, so it was activated. Okay, so it activates the scenario, and I think it should run a few seconds. And what I will do now, I will open my accounts, and then we will check if the post was published. See, it's running, and you see it's published it to Instagram, Facebook, and it's now doing Twitter. And now we see there's an error. Okay, sometimes this can happen with the Twitter module. Let's see. Usually what the error is sometimes is that the post was too long, and I think this is a tool. The post was too long, because Twitter is only like 200 characters allowed, and you see there's 393 characters. So this module doesn't work perfect. That is what I have to tell you, even though I've told it, hey, the post, yes, only 200 characters and not words. It sometimes can get it wrong, and then you just have to try it again. So it's already been published to Facebook and Twitter. I will just first check Instagram. Was it published to Instagram? Yes, it should have been published to Instagram. Let's see. Yes, as you can see here, that's this post was published. And on this my dummy Twitter account, no, that's not what I want. You see, it was not published because I had the error, but on my Facebook page, it was published. So now I could go back and can say, okay, only to Twitter. I can say try again. And sometimes it can then, it tries again and then it gets the character count right. But first I have to stop it, because when there's an error, it always switches off your automation. And then I need to go in there, and then now I can try again. Let's try again. Let's see if it works now, if it does it correct. Yes, you see now it has worked. Now I can reload it here, and it should now show my tweet, and you see it's now much shorter, so then you have just to try it again. But now this automation basically works, and you can do this for all these accounts. And you also see here should be, okay, here the publishing time isn't saved yet because the publishing time is on LinkedIn, so I should have, if I only publish to Instagram, Facebook in it, and Twitter, I would move this to here, and then the publishing time is saved into my Google Sheet. In the next video, I've created another video where I will show you how you can basically expand your automation, so you can break down your blog post not just into 3 different social media posts, but into any number you want by making a few modifications.